Welcome to Graveyard Waltz, dark poetry for dark souls, based on Darkened Requiem, The Collections, by Andrea Van Scoyoc, read by Andy Van Scoyoc. Copyright 2005, 2008, and 2019. Chapter 1, Forever Night. The title of this poem is In Darkness We Wait. Darkness ascends and swallows the light. The sun falls away, replaced by the promise of night. As day folds her wings and hides her pale face, the world becomes another time and a much different place. While spirits fly high and souls are set free, life writes another chapter for all the world to see. Twilight calls to us and lures us with whispers of lace, as our bodies are held tightly in death's cold embrace. We walk in the night and we gather as one. You journey into our realm with the setting of each sun. But beware of our charms and what we ask of you. Our payment is not simple, as we call for our due. We beckon you and hunger, yet you never do know that while you walk in the light, our numbers will grow. Darkness is our mother, our love and our bane. You fear us, you envy us, yet we are the same. We are one, we are all, and always shall be. We live in ages of past, and in what the future will see. As fades the day, as fades the light from my eyes, it seems, darkness and tragedy engulf my dreams. I walk the streets in the night alone. Clouded are my eyes, where brightness once shone. My life, my death, my agony, my pain. I exist as one, to forever face my bane. Haunted and denied what I craved with each breath. Forgotten and ignored, I found solace in undeath. I walk amongst you, out of shadowed human sight. My time to relish always comes with the night. In shadow you see me, and you pass me by. Lonely and burning are the tears that I cry. I live in twilight, and I live in the gloom. And when day closes my eyes, I sleep in the tomb. I walk this death, this way you see, cursed for all time, cursed to eternity. Dreams of nothing. Dark are my dreams as the sun sinks low. With the onset of night, my hunger will grow. torn inside battling the wrong from the right. Frenzy and mayhem forever dampen my sight. Like life's last breath and a dying man's cry, all the sadness of heaven let loose in a sigh. Fallen from grace like a prodigal son, another life begins as the old life's undone. Tragedy and heartbreak I visit on the weak. Harsh are the words that the wind and I speak. My charm will persuade you, and your heart will be mine. Your life's soul will flow from you like the finest red wine. So come to me, run to me, I await in your dreams, where not everything is so bright, and nothing is as it seems. Hold me in gloom. Hold me this night as we walk in the gloom, our bodies as one and as cold as the tomb. We live in our world of dark and decay, feeding by night and resting by day. As we had lived, we both have died, with the knowledge of ages from our enemies we hide. The night beckons and calls us as the sun sinks low. With the full moon above us, the hunger will grow. To feed on the land, through lust and through love, our souls forever damned by God up above. To walk, to rape, to murder, to die, we will travel eternity, just you and I. No one can stop us, all are lost. Humankind envies us, and will forever pay the cost. So hold me this night, as we walk in the gloom, but let me go when I sink down to doom. Become one of the damned. Shadow and shade, I long for the night. My blood pools like water, my eyes have no sight. Dreams of nothing, of hardship and pain, robbed of innocence, never to find it again. What once was like life soon became death. What once was like happiness has left me bereft. Agony and hopelessness, they pair up like flies. Confusion and treachery, spat out in lies. White in the morning, pink in the day, black in the evening, time loses sway. Ripped open, torn asunder, splayed open with rot, damnation and disgust, it's all that I've got. Weep not for me, for I am no more. Weep not for the ones that have gone before. Weep for yourself and the hell you must live. Weep for what was stolen, what you were forced to give. Life is not fair, life is only sorrow. Weep only today, for there will be no morrow. Chapter 2. Melancholia is her name. The title of this first poem is Fallen. fallen from grace, like a star from the sky. No reason, no mercy. She can only ask why. Loved and then shunned, she cast her heart to the side. Nothing worth saving, not even her pride. She sits and she cries, hopeless and in shame. Nowhere to go, and only herself to blame. Helping hands disappeared, no kind words to attest. Hated and loathed, her eyes closed in rest. The cuts were made deep, the red life flowing free, laid out in disgrace for all the world to see. Sorrow. Her life was worth nothing, not to her anymore. On her hands and knees, she sobbed on the floor. Her heart was so heavy with worry and pain. Would the sun never shine on her life again? It seemed everything she touched, it turned to black. So many mistakes and things she could never take back. At one time, life was simple, but she never paid mind. She didn't realize what she'd had until she was left behind. She tried to do well, but was always kept down. Smiles and laughter replaced by a permanent frown. She skipped through each day with a twinkle in her eye, but no one knew how many tears she would cry. "You're so happy," each day she would hear. But happiness was a stranger, as it whispered taunts in her ear. A reliable fake, so convincing and true. No one knew just what life had put her through. Vulnerable and naive, her heart heavy and sad. Pain and suffering was all that she had. Until the day came when she could take no more. So she sat and she wailed as she pounded the floor. Broken, her hopelessness ate her alive. Her life worth nothing. She died inside. When evening falls, while daylight fades, off in the distance I see a ghostly form on the ocean, moving closer to me. As light turns to dark, as the sun dies away, I see what I've waited for all through the day. With my lantern held high, I wait for you here. On the waves close to shore, you approach ever near. As the darkened skies mist and the seas gently spray, I think back to a time, far and away. A time in the past when you called the seas home, sailing to distant lands, so far from your own. As your castle awaited, your love came to see. Sitting on the rocks, in the eve she would be. As you'd arrive from your journey, she would run to the sea. In this place and this time, that love is now me. Though dead long ago, the waves you still ride, with the knowledge of our love tucked away deep inside. Forever, my love, it will be this way, waiting for the evening to fall at the end of the day. For an eternity you will sail, and by the ocean I will be, loving you for all night, for all time, endlessly. The call of the night. The night has its own voice, you see. It calls you and pulls you to an awaiting eternity. Just watch and listen when the moon is full and bright, when the whispers call to you in the blackness of night. You walk life's path, all alone it seems, twisted and tricky and full of your dreams. Those dreams sometimes come and sometimes they pass. Water on a window, water in a glass. Life's design is cruel and flawed, the laughing, the stabbing of an uncaring God. There is no escape. There is nowhere to flee. No matter where you go, the night will see. Broken hearts and broken minds, all of how the darkness designs. It designs your life, designs your day, designs all of your wishing along life's way. You can beg, you can plead, you can break down and cry. It all depends on what you decide. But the night is listening in its morbid cave, not there to help you, not there to save, but to lure you in, to lure you on, to make you believe that it's all said and done. The night will haunt you with its icy embrace. The wind at your window, the wind in your face. As each day goes by and you walk life's way, the light and the darkness will come out and play. Play with your mind, play with your heart. A play without soul. In their game, you're a part. The call of the night is waiting for me. It's waiting for you, though we cannot see. We cannot run from what we can't find, nor escape from what we know is inside. The night will look for us, its intended prey. It will track us and find us, no matter the day. When the night comes and calls you, be prepared to fall. The night will envelop you. That's life's plan, after all. Chapter 3. Fate. The title of this first poem is Set My Soul Free. Who can save my soul? Who can lead me back to the light? When the sun dips low and tears blind my sight. I had always adored you and called your kiss my own. That was before the heartache and before I was left alone. The night that you left me, my heart was in pain, sick with worry that I'd never see you again. You kissed me and held me, promising I'll be back soon. But when the dew caressed the waves, you had disappeared with the moon. So who now can set my soul free? Like a tear in the ocean, I am lost in sorrow's sea. Nothing can change this, and our pride was the cost. When love can't bring you closer, and our lives are forever lost. I walk this land now, so bleak and so cold. As the day fades to dusk, I grow eternal old. I watch the sun as it dies for the day. I grab my candle as its rays fade to gray. I will walk this world, seeking your comfort forevermore. With the last of my breath, one more chance is all I implore. Why I search for you when you can't return to me. It is a burden on my heart, but my hope will set me free. The Darkened Veil. Darkness descends, cities fall, the shadows beckon us, and Nox sounds her call. The ebon veil unfolds, where truth holds her sway, dancing between the night and the torment of day. The hour is near, when hearts will grow cold, where nature succumbs to the tragedies of old. Listen for the sounds of treachery's breath, as life forever stops, and our eyes close in death. The end of the all. Mayhem, destruction, the beginning of the fall, the ending of ages, the death of us all. The ground shakes with anger as smoke fills the sky. The lament and regret of the tears that we cry. Civilization will burn, and in shadow we will dwell. The dreams of our existence, a solemn, crumbling shell. Humanity today. Hatred boils over. It stalks us on the street. It festers in stores and in every place we meet. In darkened cities with no way to escape. A world filled with killings, with pedophiles and rape. Stupidity runs rampant, and people don't even care. No light, no hope, It gets you no matter where. Rudeness, nastiness, and downright ire. It all burns inside us like an out-of-control fire. Can anyone save us? Can anyone fix it all? Who can stop us from decaying in that downward final fall? No light, no hope. Our souls we must pay to the devil inside us with the dawning of each day. The heat rises with the sun, and our hearts take it in. The moment we open our eyes, the next round of battle begins. People curse, they clash, they scream and they beat. Sick-minded justice given to those that they meet. Existence is a wasteland, a rotten cavern of souls. Dreams left wasting, no more lofty reaching goals. We can hope that we make it through the war of this life, to be spared the anger engulfing us in weary, laden strife. Josephine. How she fled in the night, so cold and so gray, as she packed for travel, far and away. Through the silver she stepped, world unseen, of a long ago place, to a land in between. On the shore the waves greeted her and sang her a rhyme, stories of heroes and love so sublime. Maids danced in crystal and handsome men strolled. Animals pranced daintily, so beautiful and bold. The mountain tops beckoned her to cliffs made of snow. How far they would take her, no one could know. None had returned from this journey so far. They'd step through the glass and wink out like a star. So up the mountain she strode, her purpose in mind. She sought not treasures, but what her soul could find. The trek was long and fraught with care, but no matter the distance, she was glad to be there. Her days became long as winter waved by. Spring rang her heart like a blue sapphire sky. In dreams she would visit me. I longed to see her heart. But fate had other plans, and our link dashed apart. No longer in my mind, not by night nor by day. Her soul had fled freely, her spirit cast away. For 50 years now, the story's been told. How much rings as true, no one can know. I have watched as a sentry through the darkest of night, and awaited her voice at dawn's early light. She's rumored to still walk, not in the land of the dead, but in that world in between, where farewell is never said. Thank you for listening to Graveyard Waltz, dark poetry for dark souls. Narrated by Andrea Van Scoyoc.